thank you. And our last question.
So, Katherine, you and I had a great conversation a couple of weekends ago, and my question to you is that in that conversation you had said something about that when you were first asked to run in January, that your first question was, well, I don't really know what the Treasurer's Office does, what is the role, and started digging in. My question for both of you is, what have you done to prepare to take on the role to be state treasurer, and why do you think you're qualified for the position?
And I believe we start with Elijah.
Well, I've been preparing to be, I've been in finance for the last 14 years of my life, and I've managed millions and millions of dollars. And today I currently manage over $100 million of investments that are invested in NAIC guidelines, which are actually more conservative and more restrictive than the state treasurer. And my company is actually getting a better return than the state treasurer's office with more restrictive guidelines, which is quite interesting. But I think that my finance background more than qualifies me for this position, but not just that. Again, I served as the party treasurer. I was entrusted with millions of dollars from Republican organizations. The state legislature trusts me. That's why I've been endorsed by so many legislators, because I helped a lot of them through the coordinated mail campaign, and they trusted me with that money to manage it, get elected. And so I have a proven track record of stability and coming into an organization and taking a challenging problem and making it successful. I did that with my business. I did that with the state party. And if you guys give me the permission or the honor and the privilege, I will be doing that with our state treasury. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your question, Marissa. As far as preparing for this role, I've been taking time to have conversations with our current and former treasurers to understand the legacy and the impact that they've had on behalf of our state. As far as my specific background, I have not had a finance background, but I have had an oversight and stewardship role working with organizations around the country, working in as a staffer in federal government, serving in my capacity of the State Board of Education. So providing that stewardship and that oversight is what I believe is preparing me for this particular role. I would be humbly supportive or grateful for your support, and would be grateful if you would sign our petition and join us in this endeavor.
And it is time.
Am I able to make one minute rebuttal? Yes. Look, I think obviously my opponent has done some work at the Board of Education, and I think that's important to note. But managing education and managing finance, and not just finance but investments, are two very different things. And again, you're asking to put, someone's being asked to run a $32 billion called plane and has no flight experience. I think that's a major problem, regardless of who has recommended them. And I will, the people that have endorsed you are people that are not in office anymore or are going to be out the door very soon. I've been endorsed by people that are currently serving in our government, leadership of our state legislature, that are going to have to work with me if I'm elected treasurer, if you give me that privilege and honor. Thank you.
Okay, and it's time for each candidate